What's up, people? Week 28 of building a blinker to $1 billion company. So last week we were super excited. I was super pumped. Super pumped. Very, very soon after that, it all fell apart. I think last week we were pumped that we were monetizing, pumped that the category screen, pumped that the badges system, pumped that we were having a go at the marketing differently. So I had a kind of meeting with everyone, and it was very, very quickly decided that not many people are going to pay for the competition or the monetization of the competition now. Even though you're giving away cash, they're all going to be like, let's say 20 people signed up. And what are you going to give away $200 to get 20 people? And you've just alienated everyone. The general idea was, look, competitions are not the right way to go about it. Not at this stage, right? When we get more users, when we get more growth, when we've had, 30, 40,000 users, we can get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is, how do we get these users to come back to the app every time? That's what's happening. With the competition, they're coming and then they're disappearing. And what's happening actually is the same few people turn up for the competition, win the prize, and then just disappear. Really unfair, but hey, that's what we signed up for. So how do we do that? So as we said, the first thing we're doing is changing it all up to categories. So instead of going through and seeing every single post that everyone's writing, you can choose your category and you can go through that, which hopefully will make it a lot more interesting for people that want to come back and want to be entertained by it. The second thing is the badges, which obviously we talked about last week, and I said how excited about it I was, and I think that's going to be a real incentive as well, that people get badges. The third thing that we're doing is the rankings. So now, instead of having a competition, we'll still give points out, but it will be per category. So, as sports, someone who's writing in sports will get more points for their sports and see how they're ranking against their other sports users. So that would be interesting as well. So because it gives it a little bit more a dopamine, I guess, when you get points and you get scores on there, and you could see how you're doing against people in the same category, right? And then you get badges that says you're a sports expert or sports this. And then also what I agreed on, and I wasn't too keen on this to start with, but still building this up afterwards, is the fact that I'm going to allow some informative videos on some subjects and some fun videos. We'll put them out into separate categories. Because we've got categories now, we can have a fun category, we can have an informative category, and we could put videos in there that kind of incentivize people to watch and come out. We've even going to put a kids category. Maybe parents want to upload kid stuff, right, and give their phone to their kids instead of YouTube, and they can scroll and do things. Just thinking all over the kind of shot with it. Just don't really know where it's going to take us, but the goal is just to kind of not generate user growth, because we have user growth. It's more user retention. I mean, we're close to, as I said, to 10,000 on there, but it's user retention. How do we get these users to come back to the app every single day and use the app? Not every single day, but enough, right? And that's my main goal right now, and that's why I'm reverting to the Instagram model, which is, as I discussed in one of my dailies or my weeklies, was the fact that they went for 3 years without monetizing because they believed that they wanted to make the app as beautiful and as user-friendly for the user to come back. Yes, the big difference was they had $500,000 in pre-seed capital, and then went on to raise $7 million because they had 30 million users, I think, within 3 years, where Meta bought them for $1 billion. So it's a slightly different situation, but it is a situation I'm involved in, and it is something that I'm trying to figure out and get through. So going through all of that, I just kind of have to understand where we are and started, where we're going. And that's the decision that I made. That's the decision as the entrepreneur, to kind of take that forward that way. User growth right now, or user retention right now, then worry about monetization later. I've been saying that for a while, though. I mean, anyone who's been watching my show for a while will understand that that's nothing new. How long can I keep this up for? I don't know. I really, really don't know. I'm already out of cash. I'm already don't have the ability to just stand on this marketing. I really don't have the ability to just keep going like this. Thank God Mayor is part of the team, and he's been growing with me this whole time, and you know, we're both on the same mission, and it's great to have it. But you know, where do we go from it? How far do I get? I didn't hear back from a single VC. I wrote to 38 VCs last week and didn't hear back from a single one. Probably because of no monetization. You know, it's not 2020 anymore. Sorry, it's not. Yeah, even 2020, 2010 to 2021. Let's get users and then worry about monetization later. 2021. No. It's all about revenue, monetization. I wish I'd done this before. And one of my little kind of shorts that I did was on you know, timing. And if you haven't seen that short, I think it's the Honest Entrepreneur series that I do. It's a 6-minute video. I talk about how timing is the most important factor for startups. It's more important than the idea, more important than the team. So it's like comes timing, team, idea. You know, because the way it goes, if you've got the right idea but the wrong team, it won't work anyway. And if you do it at the wrong time, then it won't work even if you have the right team and the right idea. Makes sense when you think about it like that. So, you know, that's exactly where I am in the kind of process. Do I think I'm in the right time? AI driving so hard, maybe not, but there might be a backlash against AI and it might put me in the right place. So that's interesting to see as well. But yeah, I think going forward, making the app as nice as possible, as many features as we can that make it as kind of clean as possible. I should say, when I say as nice as possible, we're also removing a lot of stuff from there, a lot of these extra filters we didn't need, to make it kind of as clean as possible as well for the users to use. Anyway, that's enough for this week. Wish me luck. Hopefully within the next 10 days, the new app will come out, the new marketing will come out, and maybe we'll get more users posting it, more than 30 blinks a day, because that's where we are now. Around 30 blinks a day. We want it up at 500 blinks a day. That would be nice. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Click like, click share, click subscribe, do what you want. Watch my channel, watch The Honest Entrepreneur as well. Keep posting on there as well. Really appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.